Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to the channel of Chill Relax Plant content. We talk about our plants, we try to learn the best way to grow them. If you also are a plant lover, hit the subscribe button. Let's be plant friends. So today is going to be maybe the final part of my apartment plant tour. There are 5 shelves that are full of plants, and I'm going to try to get through them all in one video. If the video ends up being like too long, I'll probably split it because it's easier to edit and easier to upload and probably easier to watch. So that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I have my step stool for the plants that are higher so you can get a nice pretty view, and we're just gonna go through this hopefully as quick as possible and also allow you to see the plants. Okay. Alright guys, so this is just a quick overview of the 5 shelves. And yeah, my step stool. We're gonna start over here and then work our way that way. Okay. On the first shelf up top, we have my huge Philodendron painted lady. This is a new leaf right here. I recently got her. It's been less than a month. We have another leaf here coming up, another one there. And yeah, this plant is just doing wonderfully. It is kind of starting to block off my Philodendron bipennifolium, but we do have a new leaf right here, so that is exciting. And then we'll move down. This is my string of spades. Nice little pointed plant. Spades or arrows, I'm not sure which is which, but she goes all the way down there. And then under here is my Gestenia Apoptosis. And I don't know why the leaves look like that, but they're all funky looking. Even the newer leaves, they kind of come out like that. It's not a pest. I spray them with alcohol and I rub them down. It's just the way those plants look. I don't know. Then we have another Gestenia. This one is the Gestenia Ampia, and again it also has like that speckling, but the newer leaves are coming out, so this may have been a pest, but since coming home and I've treated it, there are no pests on it, and now the leaves are kind of coming in normal, so maybe who knows. And we'll start down here. So this is my string of hearts. So you can see she's a little bare on top. I put sphagnum moss to try to help make it grow, and you can see it goes like all the way down there, so that I try to make it grow from the top. After water, it's dried. And then under this leaf, we have my nice large Philodendron pink princess. This is the newest leaf. We have some pink on there, and it does feel like a new leaf is coming in. Yep, so that is exciting. All right, we're gonna jump to the second shelf unit, top shelf, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So this is the Philodendron Ava. From what I can tell, this is just the green version of the Golden Goddess, and this one grows very well. It's very nice and bushy. It's put out like a new plant right here, so that looks good. She's always growing. And then back here, right here, is the Philodendron Red Emerald, and it's just a pretty plant. Look at that. I've seen the Philodendron Sedum, I think, or Sedum, and I'm tempted to get that one, but I don't know if it's that much different than this one. If you know, let me know. And then back here is my Philodendron Silver Sword. I got this from Kristen over at the Garden Hoe. Go check out her YouTube channel. She posts, and I really like her videos, so go check her out. And yeah, as you can see, she probably needs a little bit more light. She's kind of getting a little smaller, but look at the beautiful silver. And then next to that is the Philodendron Golden Goddess, which is also kind of starting to put out a little bit of darker leaves, although with the new springtime we're getting more sun, so the newer leaves are coming in brighter, which is exciting. So yeah, and then down here we have this little baby silver sword. Let me get you in there. That I got from Albert at Breaking Bouquet. Go check out his channel. He posts a whole bunch of little videos about, you know, things he's doing and projects he's working on at his in his home. Very cool. He also gave me this little pink princess philodendron. And we have a new leaf coming in right here. It's mostly reverted. There's like a little speckled pink there. And we haven't gotten any. Yeah, we're just getting little specks of pink, but it's still cool. And then right here is a is a small philodendron painted lady that I also got from Kristen over at the Garden Hoe. And the painted lady, out of these three, the painted lady obviously is just growing bananas, and then the pink princess, and then my little silver swords, the little one on the struggle bus, but I think we're getting there. Okay, next is right here. This is the Philodendron Campos Proteanum. I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. That's why the question mark is there, but as you can see, very beautiful. Hopefully you can see the sheen, and like there's a reddish hue to them. Very pretty. I have a Philodendron Micans doing wonderfully. Right here I have the variegated Hedorisium philodendron. And this is we still have the original leaf, so we're doing good. And she's consistently putting out new leaves, and hopefully will soon be a nice large plant that I can cut, propagate, and stick back in or share with friends. This is my neon philodendron, also doing very well and trailing. This is my Scandans exotica. She sent out kind of like this runner, but we're just gonna kind of position the runner in front of the light and see what happens. This is my Philodendron Silvery Ann, just trailing down nicely. This is my Scandans Trubii dark form. Look at that new leaf, it's huge. Beautiful. And yeah, it looks like we're putting out another leaf soon. And then right here is my Scandans Jade, which has taken off. Like, I would definitely recommend this plant. It is a fast grower. I'm gonna have to like chop it or do something with it because it's kind of taken over this whole corner. All right, coming down from the step stool, we have my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, my Rhaphidophora decursiva. I have one leaf that has finally fenestrated, and look how good that looks. But this is also a very fast grower. When I bought it, I had like maybe 4 leaves on it, and I've had it for a couple months, and she's definitely filling out, so very cool. And then right here is the Philodendron Stanleyana albo. Okay. And yeah, she's doing good. Looking cute. Looking cute. This is the most variegated leaf it has so far, which is fine. I don't really care so much about the variegation. I kind of want to see how it grows and maybe put it on a pole. And then here is my little sad cutting of a Monstera Peru. I'm afraid I'm going to lose these lower leaves, and we got this one ugly leaf, but the newest leaf is nice for now. And right here is my Philodendron Silver Stripe. Look at that leaf, so pretty. And this one has also started to take off with the new, we got a yellow leaf, with the new springtime weather. Next to it is a variegated lipstick plant, which a lot of the variegated leaves have like fallen off. Like you can see right here is a variegated leaf, but all the new growth is just regular green. So I don't know. Like that's variegated. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it needs more light, but it is like very close to a light. Who knows? This is my Black Pagoda lipstick plant. This is probably like one of my favorite plants. I love the pattern on it on the front and the back. It's beautiful. A beautiful plant. And then right here is my Philodendron, just the regular Hedorisium, the jade form. And I've actually taken it was trailing really long. I've taken it and kind of like pearled it itself on top of itself. And yeah, that one's gonna need either to be divided up or repotted soon. And then coming down, these are my goldfish plants. So these 3 are the Shady Lady series, and this one is the black goldfish plant. So let me tell you the Shady Lady's names. So this one is Heidi, and it has some cinnamon on it from when it was living near the begonias. This one is May, and then this one is Marlene. As you can see, Marlene has a little bit of red on the underneath of her leaves, while May also does, but just more towards the tip of the leaf with the red vein. And then Heidi also has more of like a green vein down with the red on the sides of the leaves. All right, moving over here, this is my Peperomia Japonica. If you guys have been with me on my little plant journey for a while, you knew this plant has been through it. It was severely neglected as a hanging plant in my bedroom, and when I took it out of there and put it here and started watering it regularly, it filled out very nicely and is trailing. This plant right here is called Sanefco Milkinoides. I'm not sure, I just saw it. I saw the dark purple backs and the coloration of the leaves, and they're very waxy, they're very thick, and I fell in love with it in the store, and it's a fast grower. I haven't tried propagating this plant yet, but I feel like it would propagate easy, I think. The newer leaves are coming in more green, and I'm not sure if like the silver will like show up later, or if this plant is kind of like in too low of light, but spring is coming, so we'll see. We have some. This plant also likes a lot of water, not a lot of water, but you can't let this plant dry out or you get all this crispiness happening. But the cool thing also about this plant is that if you pull off a leaf, that node will reactivate and grow more leaves. So the plant will never have like long straggly vines, for long at least. And sitting on the floor now, this is one of my Philodendron Brazils, and she's doing good, always growing. The leaves are a little smaller on here, but that's okay. This is my little troublemaking, struggling plant of Scandapsis pictus argyrius. Yeah, I don't know. I have another plant of this at home, and it's doing a lot better, so we'll see if this guy makes it or not. And then moving over here, these are two of my Tradiscanthia plants. I have 3 pots of Tradiscanthia. So this is a mixture of Zebrina, Rainbow, Baby Bunny Bellies, the green and white form, the plain green form. There's like 5 different varieties. I think this is a Calycea. I'm not even sure this part is a Tradiscanthia, but it's in there also. So I think I only have 1 strand of that. It was, I think this was gifted to me, I believe it was Kayla from Kayla's Plants. Go check out her YouTube channel. She makes a bunch of videos about plants, and they're very fun to watch. And this Tradiscanthia, I don't know the name of. It's fuzzy. It's a dark green on top with purple underneath, and it like hangs, and it will follow the light, so it'll trail down and then kind of pull itself back up, which is cool. It's cool to see. All right, I will situate us up again so that we can move on to these 3 shelves. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so now we are back on the step stool at the top of the 3rd shelf. So right here is my string of, I believe this is my string of spades, or string of hearts. This is, or spades? You tell me. Spades, arrows, that one looks like a spade. That leaf right there. Focus. Nope, focus. There we go. So this is my spades, string of spades. Right here, this is the green form of a Epiphanium Penatum, the green form of the Cebu Blue, which is right next to it, the Cebu Blue Pathos. And then next to that, I have the variegated Epiphanium Penatum, or a piece of it. It's only 1 piece, but it's looking good. We still have all the original leaves, which is fun and exciting. And right here is my string of needles, and it goes pretty far down. I do have to cut it and then repropagate it and put it back in the top. Now this is my begonia shelf right here. This is a Begonia Pegasus. It's got like the palmate plant leaf shape. This is a Begonia Benigno, I believe. This one right here. And this plant I recently got and repotted, and most of the leaves fall off and then it grows back. It's kind of like the cycle I have with begonias. This is a Begonia Sofia, I believe. I think it's a Sophia. Let's see what the tag says. Yes, Sophia. Look at me knowing my begonias. So that's a Sophia. next to it is a maculata. As you can see, it's mostly stem, but she's growing back and looking good. And then this one over here is the special angel wing, I believe. Begonia. Yeah, Begonia. Frosty. I think this is the Begonia Frosty. Yeah, because I have a Frosty and a Sofia, I believe. Anyway, this is the watch glass begonia. Doing well, doing well. And is this the special angel wing begonia I have? I don't know. If you know the names of these begonias, let me know. But it's a little one. She's doing well. And yeah, I'm excited to see how well they grow in the summer, late spring, when the humidity picks up. Right here is a Monstera Ava. This is a Peperomia, Variegated Peperomia Scandans. Very pretty, very easy, low maintenance. This is a Peperomia Quadragularis. And then I have an Adansonii. This is the wide form, I believe. And then this one over here is the narrow form, I believe. And the narrow form is very, very viney, where the bushy ones, the wide one's more bushy. Then my Pathos, I've got a lot of them. So we'll go through them quick. I have an Enjoy, a Glacier, which I'm not sure is actually a glacier. And then I have the Pearls and Jade. And then I have this little sad Mandula that I underwatered and I'm working on getting her back to her happy self. And then this is my Emerald of Pathos with the darker variegation on the outside or the inside. And then next to that is a little golden Pathos, green global green Pathos with the lighter variegation on the inside. And then next to that is a Gestenia Apoptosis, which also I kind of underwatered and we're working on her again. As you can see, her new leaves are coming in so nice. They look good. And then we have a Neon Pathos right here, also doing very well, enjoying the shift in the sun. And then over here, this is kind of like my Peperomia area. This is a Peperomia verticularis, vertical lattice, something like that. Look at the red on the back of those leaves. And look at the venation on the front of the leaves. Look at the red of the stem. Look at how it's growing. That is a funky plant. If you're into funky plants, get this. And then just put it just move it around in different areas where the light is, change the angle of the light, and it grows really funky and cool. This is a Ruby Cascade, another redback green succulent-esque plant. And then next to it is its more resilient cousin, the Peperomia Bunda. It has the red stems. The backs are green though, but you know, it's still a beautiful plant. Definitely more resilient than the Ruby Cascade. And next to that is my Peperomia Hope. Doing really well, starting to really trail. So I'm gonna have to probably propagate it or something. Coming down and trying to get in there. This is just the green form of the Peperomia Scandans. I recently purchased this one. I've had the variegated one for years now, and I've really enjoyed it. And then I saw that there was a green form, and of course, I had to get it. And as you can see, all the leaves have turned towards the light. So we're just gonna move her around, and now you can see her prettier. And then all the leaves will turn the other way again, and we're just constantly twirling our plants around. But all of this is new growth, all of this trailing. And yeah, in here, and look at all these new growths. This is the String of Coins. I think it's a Peperomia. I don't remember exactly the name of it, or String of Coins, or String of Nickels, something. I can't remember, but she's doing well. She's starting to finally take off and growing. It took a while for this guy to start growing, but look at those cute little baby leaves. Look at the baby leaves. So yeah, I'm excited to see this guy grow and start trailing. And then, mealybugs. So both of these are Marble Queen Pathos. Both of them have mealybugs. This is kind of like my little mealybug section. And each week I go through with some alcohol and I clean off the leaves. and most of the time, like, this is actually just mealybug carcass. And as you can see, you see the shine on these leaves. It's from the alcohol and the mealybug guts, I guess. But all these little spots are new mealybugs, so we're gonna go through it again and clean off the leaves real good this time, because sometimes I'm just lazy and I just spray it and I walk away, leaving carcass and bug guts on my leaves, which probably isn't good for the plant, but you know, life gets busy. And so yeah, this one I got because it was more white. So it's more of like a snow queen, marble queen. I know it's the same plant, just depending on the light, but I thought it'd be cool, so I got it. And we're gonna jump down. So this is my jade Pathos with mealybug carcasses on it. The good thing is I don't really see any large new mealybugs, which means I'm winning the mealybug battle. All right, I'm winning. If there's no large bugs, that means all there's left are little baby bugs, and they're a lot easier to kill. A little morbid, but I guess that's what it is. And this is my golden Pathos, also with mealybugs. So I don't really worry about my other plants getting mealybugs. I keep these Pathos here kind of, you know, together, because the mealybugs really do prefer these plants. They also do prefer some of my Hoyas, not all of my Hoyas, but I kind of keep these guys on separate walls of my apartment. So it's a long distance for a mealybug to crawl in order to get to my Hoyas. And also keeping these plants here, it kind of keeps the mealybugs here and doesn't spread onto my other plants, which is good. All right, and down here is, ooh, almost fell, a lipstick plant. I don't know the variety. I have to wait for it to flower again and then look it up. But yeah, it's just the green variety. Then I have the twisted lipstick plant, which is very cute. These guys do not like to dry out. Just letting you guys know. If you struggle with lipstick plants, one, so do I, and two, I've learned they don't like to dry out. So yeah. And then this is the Gracilis lipstick plant, which also doesn't like to dry out, but is more easily overwatered. So this one wants to be a little bit more drier than these guys. So just letting you guys know. All right, and now the final shelf, we'll work our way from the bottom up. So this is my third pot of Tradiscanthia. I don't know the variety. Again, it's like a dark green on top with a dark purple fuzzy bottoms, where the tops are not as fuzzy as the bottoms. If you know what this plant is, let me know. I also think I still have like one little sad strand of this guy in here. It's just the green, extra fuzzy type of Tradiscanthia, but I don't know if that one's gonna make it. So this is my large silver splash Scandaptus, doing well. Moving up is my Proteanum, and it's starting to really grow. I think from what I've read and seen on other YouTuber channels, this guy likes more humidity, so I'm expecting a lot more growth coming in the summer months. So, but it looks good. I'm excited. And my Scandaptus trubii. This is a new leaf. I kind of burnt this one a little bit. It's like a little too close to the grow light, but it's making it. It's all right. It'll survive. It'll just have to adapt, you know? Coming up, this is my Asparagus Fern. I love this plant. Nice, like, pillowy and full. And then my Silta Picana. Originally, when I first brought this home, it lost a lot of its leaves, except for like at the ends of its vines. So I took all the vines and I just wrapped it around, and I think they've rooted and resprouted, so. And moving on up, this is the Philodendron Brazil. I also got in a trade with Kristen at the Garden Hoe, and it's doing well. I don't really know too much about it. I guess this is more of like a splayed out type of philodendron instead of like climbing or trailing, but it's doing well. It's putting out new leaves. And then we have my Oxalis, which is always in a state of new growth and death, as all Oxalises are. We had recently some flowers, but I think they're all gone. But I have a mixture of the purple and the green in here. And then over here is the little Kelly's Peperomia. I potted her up into this cute little planter, like teacup bowl, saucer planter thingy. And she's doing good. She's nice and happy. And then the last shelf up here, we will start with my variegated string of hearts, which is quite long and doing well. I've had no trouble propagating any of my string of plants, so I just cut them off, pop them in water, and they root. And then this big old plant is a Stefanotus Flora Bunda. It has white flowers. It has a very strong floral scent. I believe they call it the jungle jasmine or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it is a thirsty plant. It's also probably due for like a repotting or something, because I've had it in here for probably too long, but I just really like how it's trellised around, and I don't want to change it. And then the last plant I'm going to show you guys is a Philodendron Brazil with a couple of strands that have reverted, and this is my mother's plant. So anybody who has received a piece of Brazil from me, it's come from this plant. And yeah, this is what she looks like. Alright guys, so this is my plant tour. These are all of the plants that I have in my possession at the moment. Let me know which one caught your eye, which one's your favorite, which plants you have, which plants you don't have, and yeah, happy planting. Until next time, relax, plant, and peace out.